So today I've got to put beer and wine in the cooler at the Nick to start cooling for the Oscar party tomorrow night. And that'll be fun. Well, I don't think we're going to have as many people this year because nobody knew there was going to be an Oscars for a long time. The buzz, that Cancer Survivors Park, that's the weirdest sculpture in town. The daddy looks gay in there. It's really interesting. It's weird. It's just weird.
Larry is.
Larry is.
Larry is.
Larry is crazy. Larry is freak.
Larry's a character.
He's amazing.
Larry and the Nickelodeon are just about the best thing in Columbia.
My name is Larry Hembry, and I'm currently the executive director of the Nickelodeon Theater in Columbia, South Carolina. That's like my job I get paid for. Let's just leave it at that. Not like I'm a prostitute on the side and get paid for whatever. I came here 2.5 years ago, and it was boring. The phone never rang, ever. And
That's it.
so
Okay, bye.
right now, 2 years later, we're raising $4.7 million to move to the new Nick, which is the former Fox Theater downtown on Main Street. It's a 1936 Art Deco movie theater. So we're having this Fox Theater meeting to decide finally how the building is set up and what it really looks like, where the bathrooms are, where the media education center is, where the stars are going to go on the floor in the lobby, where the offices are going to be, and all that's what that's going to be about. The building was built in 1936. It was the State Theater from 36 to somewhere in the 70s, and then they made it into 2 screens. It was one big screen. They made it into 2 theaters, and then it closed in the mid-80s. So when we bought the building and we moved in here, there was all this footage on the floor that we had. It was just like 35 millimeter footage and 16. It was pornography.
Where is it?
Exploitation film. We had it cleaned. Dan Striebel's class streamed it and cleaned it, and we have it in there. We're going to show it as a found footage fundraiser. We didn't commit. It was just here. It was what was on the floor. It's not our fault. So the other day we found this 1985 paper. Right here it is. And it was probably some of the last movies ever done. Look at this: chained heat and concrete jungle at the Fox Theater. Think you're tough? Spend a night with these girls. Sexy, violent, brutal, bloody. So that's the kind of fabulous stuff they were playing at the end. And they were playing exploitation films too, which weren't great, but we didn't do that either. It's just what it was. So it's going to be a community center, which is totally about what I believe in anyway. So it's not my own personal, a lot of people want this to happen in the same vein. So it's not just me saying this is what I want. And this is what the city needs really bad. So actually that's a frightening question, that what I like to do outside of work. I don't know. I'm just kind of open to any possibility. But I don't have these are the 12 things. I serve on 5 or 6 board of directors right now. So, you have to do that. What's taking a lot of my time is my neighborhood association, where I'm the president of the neighborhood association. And, your job for 2 years is to make the experiences of living in your neighborhood as great as possible, whether it's safety, police protection, putting 4-way stops up, working in the Arboretum, throwing a party, having a party, getting people motivated to do their jobs, because there are a lot of committees there, and that's really time consuming. But hell, if you don't live somewhere where you like living, or you don't feel protected, then you can't even go anywhere from there. You can't do it.
Whoa, wow.
I'm a double Gemini. It's a psychic sign. I'm a Gemini who's actually a twin in real life, which is totally screwed up, because all you do is walk into a room and you can size everybody up and be their best friend within 3 minutes. It's a curse and a gift. I have to do it. If I couldn't go out and be involved and be active and try to understand where people are coming from and all this, then I wouldn't be living. So, it's just it's just who I am. It really is, and that's not bullshit. It's just the truth. My favorite thing about working at the Nickelodeon, well, there are a lot of favorite things, but I think my most favorite is, I mean, it feels like a family. A lot of jobs I've had in the past could potentially feel like a family, but they never did. We all were in one office, and we all work here, know everybody's shit, and we make, and well, I know, let me say, my favorite thing about working at the Nick is you actually can sit around a table, make a decision, and within 20 minutes, you could have, the decision could have happened. Whatever you did, you can make happen. Like in a day, 6 months, you plan things out, you do them. You don't like sit in meetings like in state government and plan things out, and they never happen. So, you know, we want to, for instance, we want to improve our wine selection here at the Nickelodeon. Well, we just make a phone call after we decide that in 10 minutes. We've changed our wine selection. It's kind of, it's like instant gratification. I hope that makes sense, but because it sure does to me. This is like my favorite part of, come on in, this is my favorite part of my job, and it's not showing films like Transamerica, but it's actually fixing the commode. So basically it doesn't flush, so I've got to fix it. I came in here during the Oscar party the other night and it was broke, so I sort of fixed it during the Oscar party. This is the beauty of nonprofits. When it's broke, your ass has to fix it because there ain't no staff person to fix it for you. Gotta hope this continues to work. It's gonna work too. Okay, now I have to like take my sleeves down and go finish the $1 million grant I'm writing. But I think we're gonna go have a beer first. So I'll be glad to talk about my background in film. I have none at all. I know nothing about film. I know a lot more now, but it's more like how to order a film and what you should book. My background's in theater directing. I have a master's in theater directing, an MFA from the University of Go Dogs, Georgia. Well, the favorite movie of all times is Sister Act 2. And when I took this job, the board kind of freaked out about that. The board of directors who hired me and the search committee were like, what's your favorite movie? And I'm like, Sister Act 2. And they're like, don't ever tell anybody that. So the first thing the state newspaper called and said, let's do an expose on you. What's your favorite movie? And I said, Sister Act 2. And they're like, what? Really and truly, what is it? I said, it's Sister Act 2. It's my favorite movie. It's my favorite movie. I played a Monsignor in a play once. I am so excited tonight because this is my 7th annual Sister Act 2 birthday Sister Act 2 I Love You party. Basically, I've invited a bunch of my friends over for the Sister Act 2. My birthday's like one part of it, but Sister Act 2, of course, is the most important part of it because they, like me, I think they love this movie as much as I do because they come back every single year. So what we do are things like we do a really cool thing with karaoke where they sing Sister Act 2 songs on karaoke. My favorite part, you know. I'm kind of disappointed this year because so far nobody has dressed as a nun, which kind of pisses me off because I told them to wear some appropriate outfit. I don't know what that means. I hope it's not like a precursor to a crappy evening. So we're just going to kind of hang out and do some things and that kind of thing. I do, and we'll certainly watch Sister Act 2, which is like, of course, the ultimate part of the evening. Now we're going to watch the film, my favorite film of all times, and I know it's your favorite film too, or you wouldn't be back. Woo, yeah. What? Pete, what?
Can we play a drinking game this year?
Maybe every time she says Hail Mary, Pete, would that work? What do you want, to get drunk or something? It's a damn good movie. We need to be a little sober, some of us.
Well, Larry looks forward to this every year, and it's always a good party, but he tends to drink a little much, and
Cheers!
nobody really likes the movie as much as he does.
Please me. Come on now, come on now, come on now. I still remember when I used to be 9 years old.
Well, let me get another drink now that I think about it. Give that a shot around. Hey, Isaac, this is so awesome. Hey, you can sing along if you want to. Yeah. Lauren Hill, let's hear it for Lauren Hill. Woo! Yeah.
just, it's like, there's some movies that I do enjoy watching over and over again. This just isn't one of them. The kitsch wears off, like, really quickly. But he's my boss, so it's like, yeah, we'll come and, like, we'll play along with all the games and whatever, but it just doesn't really do anything for me.
You didn't like it last year. Why did you even come back? Because I didn't think you were on the list to be here. Okay, shut the hell up. It's my moment. Now, I've already had an altercation on film with Kim Harn. Get your asses in here. Shut up. We have to. Bye. Come on, let's go. They're not even singing Sister Act 2 song. Give me another drink. Give me another drink. Come on. Come on. No, I'll do it myself. I am over this crap. I am so over this crap. All right. I've had enough of this shit. Stop it. Stop it. What? Sorry. Y'all are not even singing songs from Sister Act 2. This was a Sister Act 2 party. Get the heck out of my house. Just get out of my house. I hate y'all. Y'all suck. Isaac Calvins is the only person here who liked the movie. Y'all been sleeping. You've been like in the hot tub. Get out. Y'all made me sick. Y'all made me sick. Why do y'all not like it? Why are y'all so...
I told y'all.
You're drunk. You're just drunk and y'all don't appreciate it. Get out of here. What? What's going on here? What? God, yeah. Hey, great, Pete, wake up. Oh, great. Oh, yeah. Get out of here. People. Oh, God. Oh, it's a threesome. Good Lord. Jesus Christ. I hate it. We love Sister Act 2 the way I love Sister Act 2. My friends are awful. They're awful. I'm a little bit tired, but I just have to say this. I think it was the best Sister Act 2 party ever. It was awesome. It was so awesome.
I will follow him, and the since he touched my hands, I knew that near him I always must be, and nothing can keep me away. He is my destiny. I love him, I love him, I love him, and when he goes on, he'll always be mine, from now until forever.
It was so good, we'll never be this good again.